welcome back to another video, and in this video we'll be trying out a new setup. Actually, not just that, we're going to be taking a look at the new Seed Freedom's Gelgoog Menace. And yes, this box is actually quite damaged, as you guys can see here. And yes, I just got my hands on this Gelgoog about 2 weeks ago, and I actually got the time to review it now. And yeah, I'm actually trying out this new what do you call it, this spot, but we'll see how this works because there is a lighting right over to the right hand side, and I'm actually sitting on the floor right now. So yeah, I'm going to try out this new angle, see if this works out, and if it doesn't work out, we're going to go back on the old setup. But anyways, enough rambling, let's take a look at this kit. So this kit is pretty nice actually. It's actually quite hefty, it's actually quite bigger than the usual high grade kit. It's almost as thick as that GM sniper kit. I think it might actually be the same. Let's actually just put it for reference. And yes, it actually, I think it's the same size. So it's quite thick for just the high grade, but I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of stuff here. And I'm actually quite excited for this because this is probably one of my favorite models here from the Seed Freedom line, and it's going to be a treat. So I actually didn't get this from my own country. I actually asked my friend to help me with this kit, buying this kit actually. So yeah, props to him, he helped me with this kit, just like how my friend helped me with the Caliber in this channel actually. So that's quite cool because stuff takes forever to arrive here, so had to get it from other means. So let's take a look at the contents of this, and straight right here we have something that I've been dreading for before I even made this kit, was the stickers and how it's going to look without the stickers. So I'm actually quite interested in how that will look, if that part's looking good. And I actually got some more stuff here. We got one G for the foot, and we got another bag of runners. And here we have our manual. So you're probably wondering, why did I not do the, what do you call it, the Justice, I even forgot the name, the Rising Freedom, there you go, not the Justice, sorry, the Rising Freedom. And actually I also have the Justice, which is not built yet, so I might actually review it, but let's just take a look at the newer release first, because I feel like there's already lots of reviews on those kits, and I'm actually quite interested in this Gelgoog first and foremost. So let's just take a look first. I'm going to try to sort this out first. Let's try a new format. I'm going to unbox everything here, and I'll show you guys all of the runners in order. And yeah, stay tuned. There's going to be a jump cut here, right? Okay, so we're back. A bit more zoomed in. But here we have some of the runners. Actually, I have it right here on the side. You know what? That's before I start the runner. Let's take a look at the sticker sheet first and foremost. Oh my god. This doesn't look very healthy, but it's been a surprise and not a surprise, in fact, because most of the kits, especially the earlier lines like the Freedom and the Justice, both of them have, not both of them, I'm pretty sure it's only the Rising Freedom who has this problem, but this sticker sheet is not nice. You guys can see here, it's all from the new Gelgoog Menace. And here we have the sticker sheets, and I'm pretty sure these are for the binders, which what concerns me the most, because at this rate I might actually just paint this. So yeah, I think good thing is it's all for the backpack for the most part, but we'll take a look at it on the manual later. So now let's take a look at all of the runners we get here. So first we got this A runner right here. We have a multicolored runner, as how most high grade A runners tend to be. The one in a light blue color. All I can say is it's quite similar to the Gyan. It's a bit blue. It's a bit lighter blue. Here we also have an off-white, grayish, bluish color here, and we also have some armor pieces here. Actually, not armor pieces. It's just the beam rifle, the beam sniper. I think I'm pretty sure. So we'll have to take a look at that. It's quite interesting that this is the first runner, because I feel like most of the first runner is more colorful. This is usually like the last few runners that we get in a set. So that's the first A runner. Let's take a look at the B runner right here. Here is the piece everyone is absolutely dreading, which is the wing binders. It's all in black, so you have to paint that. And we have this darker red color, this red maroon color here. And we also have some white here, which is quite nice. And we also have some more frame colored gray here. And I'm pretty sure none of these are recycled, so all of these are brand new, labeled as the Gelgoog Menace. So that's quite nice. That's the B runner. Let's take a look at the C runner. So the C runner is actually composed of two runners, which is the runner C1 and runner C2. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to zoom out a bit here if I can. I think my camera is refusing to go 0.5. Yeah, I don't think it's possible, guys. So yeah, let's just keep it at 1, because if I put it at 0.5 like earlier, it's a bit less focused, so you guys can see the details of this. But here is the runner C1 and C2. They are in this standard colored gray. Oops, I think I snapped something, but that's fine. Let's just snap it off the runner. So I think it's not necessarily a carbon copy. So yeah, there's some parts that are copied, but there's some parts that are different, I think. Yeah, so that's the C runner. And here is one of my favorite colors here on our runner list, which is D1. This comes with D2 as well. This is our red color. The red that makes up the Gelgoog that we're gonna make. And here is runner D2, a bit different. We have some headpiece here, which is quite nice. And also, if this camera would focus, this is also labeled as Gelgoog Menace. So that's quite nice, very nicely molded pieces. Plastic feels nice to the touch. It's a bit on the softer side, I would say. And here is the runner E1, which is in this darker red, which will be used for darker shades. If my camera will focus, there we go. Here is the color for the darker shades. And as for E2, we got this huge blaster here, this beam rifle, also labeled for Gelgoog Menace, but I'm pretty sure this is probably gonna be recycled if this camera would focus. Look, guys, let's just try to focus this camera first. My camera wouldn't focus. Okay, there we go. Hold the focus right there. And we have this beam rifle. This is labeled as the HG-144 Gelgoog Menace as well. But I'm pretty sure, as I said earlier, this is probably going to be coming out also on the new Destiny Spec 2. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a kit with a Zeus silhouette, so that's quite nice. We're going to get recycled weapons. That's a pretty cool weapon that I quite like from that set. And here is the F2 runner. If we saw the F1 runner earlier, this is the F2 runner, which is quite nice. Actually, no, that's the E2, sorry. This is the F2. So here's our F2 runner. This is the beam blade effect, which is quite nice. Let's take a look at F1. I forgot to show F1 first, but I showed the F2 first. So here's F1. We got a white piece, some accent colors here, and also the what do you call it? Well, I'm not too sure what this name is, but let's just take a look. It's called the halberd, the Gladius beam halberd. So that is the handle to the halberd. We saw the effect part for the halberd earlier, so that's quite nice. Molded in that standard white, a bit more matte than the actual unit itself. And next we also have some G runners here. This is for the darkish navy blue color, which is quite nice. It's molded really pretty nicely as well. I think there's going to be a standard cleanup right here on the sides. There is nothing special about the gating, so that's quite nice as usual. Standard Bandai stuff. And now we have runner H1, which is this pink color, which is quite nice. I wish they used it more on the mobile suit, but I don't know how you're going to use it if it's to make it like less excessive. But it's a nice addition that we got another third color here on the mobile suit. Oops, I knocked my tripod, my bad. And here is our H2 runner, which is also this beam effect part for the shield, which is quite nice. And last but not least, we actually have a small set of polycaps that I've probably only seen from SD kits, but this is quite handy, I guess. Oops, I dropped it, my bad. So yeah, there we got some polycaps right here, which I'm not too sure what this is going to be used for. Mainly, most likely for the joints, I guess. Or maybe the backpack, so we'll have to see that later on the build. And let's just take a look at the manual first, just in case any of you are curious if this would focus. There we go. So here is the manual. Let's take a look at if I can fit everything in frame. Let me try to tilt this a bit up, guys. Let's just do that a bit. There we go. So if we take a look at the manual right here, we don't see any X's except for this one. Got some extra pieces over here. Besides that, we're only gonna use 2 polycaps. That's quite yikes, because we have a huge number of polycaps here. We actually have like around, let's see, that's like 6 polycaps. So we're wasting 4 polycaps there. So that's, you guys need extra polycap, you know where to find it. The Gelgoog Menace apparently. So that's quite nice. Here is how everything's gonna be built. The first 2 pages are in color. The rest are in this monochrome color. And we have a last page with the painting guide and the weapons as shown earlier. So yeah, I guess that's all for this unboxing. Let's take a look at the model kit itself and how it stacks up to the other model kits. And as usual, you guys will be seeing a time lapse. I think the time lapse is still gonna be the same. It's gonna still be on my desk. I'm not gonna be sitting on the floor. But stay tuned for the spin, because I'll also do it here, and hopefully I don't get pins and needles. I guess see you guys in the review, and also enjoy the time lapse. So here we have the HG Gelgoog Menace fully built, and I actually have the wing biters here separated for now. And I also have the sticker sheet here, so I will be discussing also what I used the stickers here. So overall, despite with the really bad sticker situation with some of the seat freedom lines, the model itself is not a problem at all. This model is actually really nice and really fun to build as well. So honestly, on a model standpoint, there is no problem. It's just this is the huge problem of the kit. And actually, as the usage of the polycaps, I was actually quite interested on where the polycaps are going to be used. So we got a grand total of 2 polycaps that we used, as I said in the unboxing portion. So I'm going to point out where that's actually used. So the first polycap that we use here, I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope it can focus. My lighting's quite bad right now, but right here, if we can see it, it's this connector for the backpack. It actually uses polycap. So yeah, I don't think this is compatible with the the Rising Freedom. So I don't think you can use that backpack because it's a double pack connection. But yeah, so you have to use an adapter for that. So that's quite interesting. And I would say this kit also bears a lot of resemblance with my master grade. What do you call that? The Zaku Warrior, actually. So I actually have the Zaku Warrior right here. Let me just grab it real quick. So I actually have the Zaku Warrior conveniently right beside where I'm reviewing, but especially at the back here, it's very reminiscent of the Zaku Warrior, so I kind of like that. So yeah, honestly, that's quite cool. But besides that, let's take a look more on this kit. So I'm actually just gonna take off this rifle. I have the long what do you call it, the railgun here attached to the arm for now. We also have this beam rifle here, which is the enhanced beam rifle, which is quite nice. Quite like it. I hope you guys can see this because the lighting's actually quite bad. Let me just move my lighting a bit right here. There you go. You guys can see this rifle. Very nicely built. I actually panel lined a lot of stuff here. So yeah, as the stickers, I only use the side skirt stickers here. I hope this focuses. Right there. I use one right there and also one for the other side, which is not that good, but I think overall, because it's a bit hidden, it's quite fine for me. So on the foot, we have another sticker that we're supposed to use, which is these stickers, sticker 4. That goes right down here on the biters, and yeah, for all of the parts of the legs. So I didn't use that because it was a bit big and it was a bit distracting, unlike the ones on the side skirt. And we also have the halberd here, the shorter handle. And we actually have the longer handle as well, which can be held up by the Gelgoog. So yeah, that's all for like the aesthetics and stuff that I wanted to comment on. So now let's take a look at the articulation. Let's start from the head down. So the head can tilt quite high, but it's not that high because it's always blocked by the end of the helmet there. So not much upwards motion, but downwards is actually quite nice. I think this is always the limitation of any Gelgoog or Zaku models, because of the way the head's designed. You can't really move it that much. Not much side to side either, but I think you can slightly tilt it a bit to the right if you can somehow angle this nicely. So that's quite nice. And also something I would like to note is the chest. The way it's constructed is really good, so we can get a really good bend here, and also really good side to side here, which is actually quite amazing. I'll actually like show you guys a picture around here somewhere of the connection of how this is connected. So yeah, it's actually a really interesting way of connecting, especially in the high grade. So that's quite cool. As for the shoulders, it's just a standard ball joint, and the socket right here, so you can always expect anything from a ball socket will do. Good tilting motions in most directions actually, so that's quite nice. As for the elbow bend, it's only limited by the armor. Oops, I almost dropped it. But as you can see, if my camera would focus, there we go. It's a bit limited by the elbow bend, so that's quite unfortunate, but I think that's just how it is. But it's really good. Feels really solid. I have to comment on the joint here on the hands. It's actually really solid. I feel like you can use like a really heavy weapon. The thing I can think of is maybe like the Barbatos mace. I know that the kit is not that strong when it comes to holding the Lupus Rex hands, but I think like this hand is pretty solid. I do not have a Barbatos right now with me, so I could not test that out, but I feel like you can hold this up quite well because this joint is really strong. So that's something that I really do appreciate. And as for the front skirts, we actually have 3 tilting motion. We have this one. I snipped the side skirts, actually no, the front skirts apart, so we can also articulate this. Very easy to do modification. As for the sides, it can flap out like that for extra articulation, which is quite nice, and the back flap is just stuck in place. We also have some really nice booster details down here, which is really cool. Unfortunately, you just can't see it all the time. And as for the legs, it can do a pretty solid bend as long as you get the side skirts away, which is quite nice. And for the feet, we got some moving details right here on the side. And also for the foot, you can tilt it down like Freedom style. I don't know why you would do this, but yeah, it's there. It's available for you to do that, which is quite nice. You can also do flat out like that. It's a bit of a tight fit because of the way it's constructed with the armor. So that's quite it. And I think that's all for the main mobile suit. So let's take a look at some of the accessories that we have. Give me one sec. Okay, there you go. I have to move my chair a bit forward. So let's take a look at the accessories we get here. So I don't think you can see it, but there's some stuff here. I'm just gonna move it in frame. Yeah, so there are quite a bit of stuff here. I might just put a picture of like what I built earlier and how it looks like. So yeah, let's start with the railgun. The railgun's quite nice. It's really big. It's really good. I think it's supposed to be compatible with most high-grade kits. So if you have an idea, I don't know why that's not closed yet, but yeah, if you have any ideas for kit bash, this is a really nice looking rifle. Very big. And actually, I have to say, it's actually quite a bit color inaccurate. You have to put some stickers here. I'm pretty sure it's either one of these details. It's either for the railgun on the backpack here or just this one. I'm not too sure. I think the scope's supposed to be red. And yeah, there's a bit of missing details here, but overall, I think this is a pretty solid mold. If you want to paint this, this is really good. Here we have the rifle that I showed earlier. And here is our shield. I didn't collapse this, but to collapse this, I think you can just detach the piece and then just flip it. So it's a bit hard. I think you just have to hold it here. Do not hold it on the sides here. It actually is probably prone to breaking. It's quite thin. So here is how it looks collapsed, and I think you can just connect this using this connection point right here. I don't know if you can see it right there. And we can just put it on the side of the arm around here somewhere. So you can just do this. I can just get the shoulder away. Just connect it like that. Oops. Technical difficulties, but here is how it's supposed to connect. If it would connect. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm doing it correctly, but I don't know why it's not connecting. Maybe I should do it this way. Yep, okay, so I think I just put it the wrong way. But this is how it looks like when it is connected to the arm. And actually it holds onto the arm when in the activated mode, so that's quite interesting. Let's just try to pull this apart again. It's pretty sketchy because of how thin these parts are. I think as long as you hold it by the base here on the middle, it should be fine. And the effect parts just connect like so. And we'll take a look at this at the last spin. Find out which part is which. Let's just compare the lengths here. It should just popped in quite easily. And here is how it looks like when it's connected. Really nice. I really like the effect of this. And here we also have the halberd, the extended one for the actual halberd with the effect parts, and also the smaller one for the stored version of it. And we have some effect parts right here. So that's quite nice. We'll see that in the spin at the end. And as for the backpack, we actually have a railgun here that I think you can move, but it's a bit hard, so I'm not going to move it for now. I think I haven't done some cleanups here, so it's a bit messy right now. I planned on painting this, so I didn't really, put the stickers here. So yeah, if you guys want to see how the sticker looks like, might have to search somewhere else. But yeah, this is how it looks like without stickers. If you guys might actually be interested with it, I placed no stickers at all in this backpack. I must say it looks quite nice. It's just that it's just missing some accent colors, especially on the wing binders, which is such a bummer. But honestly, this is a really nice looking backpack, and I really enjoyed building this. And yeah, I guess that's all for this. We'll see how this poses at the end with a spin as usual. I'll put in some more poses just because we have a lot of stuff here. So yeah, overall, is this kit a recommended kit? I would say, of course, go ahead. This model is really nice. Though I think if you want to, it's ideal to paint this kit. It'll be much better when it's painted because of this problem right here. I think the gyan suffers the same problem, so in the next episode when we take a look at the gyan, we'll take a look how bad the damage is, how does it compare with this. But overall, if you want to pick this kit up, I think if you want to put more effort into this, it will be best for this kit. But if you don't want to do effort and you don't want to put the stickers either, and you think it looks nice without the stickers, I think sure, go ahead for this kit. This is an amazing kit. It's really good. It's just like how most of the Seed Freedom kits have been recently. At least I've only tried the Freedom, but most of them have positive reviews, so I really like this. The only problem being this huge sheet of stickers. And yeah, I guess that's all for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like if you like this video, dislike if you dislike this video. Also subscribe if you enjoy these kinds of videos. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode, and enjoy the spin.